Welcome to the Feast of St. Pyres here in the virtual Shire of Cote to Ciel, here in the beautiful, beautiful, virtual, wonderful, most magnificent, best kingdom ever of Artemisia in all the known world. Their Majesties Damon and Veronique welcome you this evening into their beautiful virtual court here at St. Pyres. Their Majesties also have multiple guests that they would like to invite into their court this evening. First off, their Excellencies of Loch Solon.
Once, many days ago, a dream was born under the sun. It was nurtured and grown by those who believed in its beauty. We continue that dream still. Before you come the guardians of that dream in the barony of Loch Solon, Raven and Saja, Baron and Baroness.
Permission to join your court, Your Majesties?
Yes, of course. Please do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellencies of Loch Solon. Your Majesties, their Excellencies of 1,000 Eyes, the windy, beautiful place of the kingdom this evening, would beg your entrance into the court. Baron Stefan and Baroness Amber of the Windy Gales.
Yes. May we please join your court, Your Majesties?
Please do.
Thank you, Excellencies. Majesties, Her Excellency of Arnhold, I can't even say it, I'm so overcome. The Arnhold, the Moose Lands of Artemisia, Her Excellency Varia of Arnhold would enter into court this evening.
Your Majesties, we bid you welcome and would ask if Dame Varia, your Baroness of Arnhold, who has long been absent, may join your court.
Yes, please.
Of course. There she is.
Thank you.
Like
Thank
magic.
you, Your Majesties. I have been on the rails with Your Majesty's service of moving the packages for many a day, and I'm glad that I am able to set aside that duty to join you in this court of St. Pyres, because once a Cote-Sicilian, always a Cote-Sicilian. Thank you, Your Majesties.
We are very happy that you and your herald have made the several treks safely and avoided the bandits and wind to be home safe where you belong.
Oh, Majesties. And of course, not but last and not least in any way, shape, or form, my beloved barony of my personal barony, the best barony in all of the Griffin's Land. For, of course, it is named Griffin's Lair. His Excellency, Baron Shannon. Oh, His Excellency is muted. Your Excellency is muted.
It's his silent herald.
Oh, we're off and running.
Greetings, Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, and all assembled populace. May I please join your court?
Yes, please.
Griffin's Lair. Yay! Majesties, good populace, and everyone else who just happens to stumble across this live feed in the Facebook, welcome to St. Pyres. Please make yourself comfortable and pray heed the words of the crown of Artemisia for their wisdom and grace.
That's me. I thought you was talking. All right. Hello, thank you for joining us today. As it has been for as seems like as long as we can remember, our virtual world has spawned another wonderful event here in the Kingdom of Artemisia that we are very happy to share with the known world. As everything keeps going, we've had a wonderful day as always, and we are very happy that you all could join us here today.
As a note, something that we want to cover very quickly, after our last event in Sentinel's Keep, there was some discussion as to the masking and distancing that they chose. And this is why we've been really, really harping on talk to your seneschals, talk to your local areas, because here in Montana, they were following all of our given guidelines. Currently, as long as you are 6 feet apart, there is no mask mandate here in Montana. And I know that is not the same across our fair kingdom. There are areas that it's varying county to county, and it definitely varies state to state. We do understand your concern. We will continue to ask people to mask as they see fit, but as long as you are following your local guidelines, that's what we're going to ask you to do. If you do have any concerns, feel free to bring them to us. We're happy to address them and make sure that we're doing this whole thing safely, because we are very much looking at opening, hopefully, for some events this summer. And so that's going to be a whole new changing world as well. We're going to have to be a little flexible. I know you've probably seen the BOD's recommendations by now as far as how events are to be run and what they're going to request. And that's all still very new to all of us. And so that's something that we're going to be working through much more thoroughly in the next probably month or so. So everyone can have a little bit better idea of what to expect once June comes. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure we address that right off the top.
Yep, absolutely. That the summer is something that we have very much in our sights, and just like we've said since we started, every day is a different day. Everything can change on a dime. So we're just trying to plan the best way that we can for our kingdom and do what's best for everybody. It might take a little bit of extra work and a little bit of extra thought as to how we do things, but I have all the faith in the world, in our kingdom and the Northern world, to be responsible and do what's right, even if it's not what's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's what we got.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining Court on such an interesting note.
Thank you, Majesties, for those words to the populace, to remind everybody to just do what you're supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah.
Majesties, I do believe the event steward for today, Vidoma, just Vidoma, would like a couple minutes in court to speak about the event. That was the name. She said Vidoma, just Vidoma. So, Vidoma?
Yes, thank you. Hello, Your Majesties. May I address your populace? Thank you. I'd just like to thank everyone who joined us for our very small but very mighty event today. We enjoyed a series of classes. We had a small competition to select our next Arts and Sciences champion. And we also had an entry into our Shire Bardic champion. And I'd just love to announce that for the 5th time, our Shire Bardic champion is Aslak the Awful. Congratulations, Aslak. We love it when he's our champion because we get to see lots and lots of magic. And he is stepping down from being our Arts and Sciences champion. So with Your Majesty's permission, I'd like to have Aslak join us so that he can announce who our next Shire ANS champion is.
Permission to address your court, Your Majesties. This was one of the first events to get canceled when everything went crazy. So it's been like 3 years. We had 1 year where nobody entered the Arts and Sciences. I've been the champion for 3 years, but finally we have worthy successors that have come in and competed. Vidoma and Honorable Lady Simone both submitted excellent entries. They're still available for you to look. I'm going to leave them up. But with great pride and pleasure for her Elizabethan underpinnings, I'd like to honor Honorable Lady Simone as our new Arts and Sciences champion.
Congratulations, Simone. We're so glad to have you as our Arts and Sciences champion. And may you reign for 1 year or as many years as we need you in these times. And we are very excited to have a little bit of turnover in our champion and are looking forward to having new champions in other disciplines in the coming months. and just want everybody to know that you are here, which means you survived the cold winter of the Shire of Cote de Ciel. We shared a wonderful fire and virtual pancakes, and we really appreciate you joining our event today. Thank you.
Your Majesties, I believe for the newest Arts and Sciences champion of the Shire of Cote de Ciel and the once again Bardic champion of Cote de Ciel, Vivat! 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 Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Yay, Vivats for everyone. Thank you to the Shire of Cote de Ciel and everybody who submitted for the Bardic Champion and the Arts and Sciences, and in true Cote de Cielian fashion, Bork Bork! That's the exciting part. Yeah.
Bork, bork.
See? That's exactly Park. Yes, yes, that is exactly Park. Majesties, I do believe we have an individual of your court that you would like to come forth and speak with. If they are present, their Majesties would call into their presence this day Maud Teller. Not seeing them. Majesties, would you like to speak on this good gentle?
Yes, we have been trying to catch up with her for quite some time, and so we've decided we're just gonna go ahead and do it, and hopefully somebody will tip her off to watch the video later, because otherwise it's going to come quite as a shock when we get back in person. So this gentle has been recommended to us, highly recommended to us, for her exquisite work, not only in making scrolls, but making the pigments and inks that go on those scrolls, horticulture and fiber arts, basic and music of the period, an entire plethora of arts and sciences endeavors, and has been doing them at a very high level of both research and execution. And as such, we saw it fit to offer her an award.
I'm trying to find it, Majesties. I apologize.
Sometimes the paperwork just gets shuffled up. It happens.
It's so true. Well, and I'm sure everybody at home appreciates this as well. When they're in pretty, no, that's not it either. When they're in pretty calligraphy or stylized text, it's really hard to see what I'm like. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. It's that one. Let's just go with, at this time, Their Majesties award Maud Teller a Key Cross and invite her to join the Order of the Key Cross as a grant in the Arts and Sciences for the Kingdom of Artemisia for her prowess in all that she does. Maybe that one? Anyway,
so yes, somebody please tip her off. And there will be a picture of the scroll later.
There will be a picture of the scroll later. I will post it on the unofficial page, much like we do for a lot. There's a lot of scrolls, guys. So there's a lot. But yes, for the newest member of the Key Cross for the Kingdom of Artemisia, Maud Teller, Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat!
It's St. Pyres, guys. Like. So, great, exactly. Majesties, their Excellencies of Lochsallen would like a brief moment in court this evening.
Wonderful.
Please.
Pray heed the words of Raven and Saja, Baron and Baroness of Lochsallen.
Hi, everybody. I was not supposed to talk today. What was I supposed to say?
We had a great time today. Taught my very first class today. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was a little scary for me, but I did it. We just had one little piece. We wanted to let everybody know that we will be doing Melee Madness virtually, although it is just a couple of days after the stuff's released that we could have in-person events. We've chosen to not do it that close. So we will be doing that as a virtual event. So keep your eye out for that information.
Yeah, we just couldn't not have the event. It's been one of the longest running events in the kingdom. And so we need to keep that rolling. So we'll have the event and figure out how to do a virtual melee. It'll be a challenge. We're looking forward to figuring it out.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you.
Love you.
I know that wasn't an easy decision to make, but thank you for your prudence.
Thank you.
And we've lost the Herald.
No,
Oh, we found the Herald.
Nope, you did not lose me, Majesties. I was going through pictures of Scribble art to see if I could find the Scribble picture before we're done. I know I have it. I just have to find it. Majesties, their excellencies of 1,000 eyes would like a brief moment in court this evening.
That would be lovely.
Okay, hold on. Where are we at?
Thank you, Your Majesties. Evidently, we will not be having Uprising this year, but we will be having our Baronial Champions. There we are.
Yay.
Okay.
On June 19th, my lady does not want to say the name of the park, so I will, and then I'll turn it over to her. It's actually being held at a place called Beaver Dick Park. And I'll let her give you all the details on it because she remembers it better than I do.
Thank you, Your Majesties. Thank you, Artemisia. This is going to be close also to the opening. It's going to be on Saturday, June 19th. We are holding it at a park. We are going to have a very limited amount of people who can attend. We're going to do pre-registration only. We want to be able to keep our numbers down, and this is for both of our champions. We haven't had a chance to do either of our champions in the last year. We're still going to do the arts and sciences and the fighting. We are very much hoping that this can happen. We know that with everything, we may have to be a little flexible, but at this point, we think with the way that the state of Idaho is progressing, that this could actually happen. So we will continue to post on the Kingdom web pages as we have more details on the event.
Again, thank you for your prudence. I know these decisions aren't easy to make. It's so hard because we want to see everybody, but we're just not all the way there yet. So we understand how difficult these decisions are to make. It's also nice to see that His Excellency has recovered from his post-inoculation. I saw there was some masking
deformity
that had happened on the Book of Faces. And so I'm very glad to see he's recovered from such a thing.
Short-lived side effects.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, he recovered nicely. That we are very thankful.
Good.
It's good to see you guys.
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellencies of 1,000 eyes. Majesties, if I might, really quickly, who's best ever in the whole planet? I did. Be it known that we, Damon, King of Artemisia, and Veronique, Queen of Artemisia, have long observed the art of our subject, Maud Teller, and create her a member of the most noble order of the Key Cross. Done this 12th day of September, Anno Societatis 55, being 2020 in the reckoning. Damon, Rex, Veronique, Regina. This beautiful scroll is, someone made it. I don't know. I'm sure I will also find the name of the person who created the scroll, but I found the scroll during court. So
thank you.
You're welcome, Your Majesties. Oh, Majesties. I believe, did you want me to do all of those at one time, or did you want to talk to them individually? I know she is here. I know one he is here. I do not know about the third he.
Let's do them one at a time.
Yeah.
All right.
If we know 2 of the 3 are here.
Boom, boom. Their Majesties, I assume she. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Their Majesties call before them at this time Lady Sophia, the social media officer for the Kingdom of Artemisia.
Hi, pretty lady. How are ya?
I just got off work. Made it just in time.
Hooray! Welcome to court.
Yay.
I know the commute is just terrible. Hey, thank you. That joke hasn't been funny in 6 months. I appreciate the laugh.
It will come back around.
It's coming back around? Cool.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk to you about all of the fantastic work you have been doing over this last year. You have been busting your butt to make sure that our events are out there and advertised. People know where they're at and how to find them. Doing a wonderful job of controlling some of the less desirable conversations that arise occasionally and have no business being where they're at. And you're always super good about that. There's stuff that we hear about 3 weeks later. And our seneschal actually, she's like, oh, did you hear about this? I'm like, no. It's like, oh no, Sophia totally had it handled. Oh, well, good. I'm glad to hear that. So I mean, you're on top of it, and it's so nice to be able to trust that and not have to worry about it and know it's completely taken care of. Anything else? No?
Yeah, no,
Cool.
you got it.
And so we just really wanted to say thank you. And so we are going to add you to our Gratia Coronas.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you so much for all your hard work. It's a weird new world, and you're doing a great job navigating it. Helping us navigate it, all of us.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good populace for the social media officer for the Kingdom of Artemisia and the newest member of the Gratia Corona, Vivat.
Vivat!
Vivat.
Vivat!
Vivat.
Vivat!
Welcome to the group. Majesties, I don't see that second name. Do you want me to call them either way? Or do you want? Their Majesties would call before them William Thorson.
And you said he's not here?
I do not see that name.
Okay, so if somebody thinks about it, mention to him that he probably wants to check this out later, because otherwise this is going to come as a huge surprise. So William Thorson has been fantastic. Early in the pandemic, he was absolutely wonderful and helped organize a shoot for our archers as a way to help keep people engaged when we were first really trying to figure out how it was we were gonna be able to translate this very in-person anti-technology game to something that we could still hold on to. And he was absolutely fantastic. He reached out and got help and organized a beautiful shoot. Our archers had so much fun. And we will be reaching out to him again here shortly, seeing if he's interested in doing a second annual.
Yep, second annual pandemic shoot.
Yep, second annual pandemic shoot. This will be great. But as that, we also wanted to give him our thanks and award him as a Gratia Corona as well.
Yeah. And as he's been one of the people who kept archery going, especially in the north. It's one of the more physical things that we can do when we're still distanced, and can do it if you're 10 feet away from somebody or 1,000 miles away from somebody.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So yes.
Good populace for the archery grandmaster and another member of the Gratia Corona, Vivat.
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 Yay.
Yay. Majesties, I believe you had one final individual that you would like to speak with.
Yes, please.
This was surprising to me as well. Although I would just be like, their majesties would call before them Sir Casimir Konstantinov of Antir. I made him get dressed. I mean, like,
Thank you.
We appreciate that. I know you did not, but
I need to get like SCA dress. He was Majesty's PG. Come on, let's keep it. Majesties, I bring before you Sir Casimir.
Hi, it's so good to see your lovely face. How are you?
Well,
we appreciate how many of the courts that we see you pop in on, and we always enjoy getting to if I could talk, getting to see you and chat with you when we can. But one of the reasons that we wanted to talk to you today is thank you for being so giving of the time that we have, the precious time that we've taken between you and Fiametta. Because as we said, she's in Antir and still running our courts and being our herald. And I'm sure there's other things that y'all would like to be doing, like out and running about and not what? Running about, seeing the wonderful, beautiful city. It's what you do. But either way, we wanted to say thank you for giving of the time and for everything that you've done behind the scenes to help make this possible for us. Because this is not the year that any of us necessarily signed up for. I think we're all happy to do it for the kingdom and the society, but not exactly what we intended. So because of that.
Oh, yes. We also wanted to add you to our Gratia Corone. Because we know the time commitment it is, and we know how hard it can be on a relationship. I mean, we live together, and the time commitment can be a lot sometimes. So we very much appreciate you allowing us to keep her a lot, and we understand the sacrifice that is. Thank you very much.
And for everything that you help out with behind the scenes that we don't get to see in court and we don't even necessarily get to know about. Thank you.
100% that, Majesty. For
we appreciate you. We love you, and we will get you here one day.
It's gonna happen.
One day. We'll get you. We love you, man. We hope you're doing well.
we also love you.
Thank you, Majesties. For the newest member of the Gratia Corona and the most handsome knight ever. Sorry, Your Majesty.
Oh, fighting words.
I can't claim him. I can just be like the most handsome. My most handsomest knight, Artemisia. Vivat!
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 Bork.
See? Bork. Love you.
Bork.
Bork.
Thank you for not going insane when I have to do this. That's the real truth right there, Majesties. Thanks, buddy. Love you. Oh, Majesties, I believe Her Excellency of Arnhold would like a couple minutes in court this evening.
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Your Excellency.
Hello, everybody. I turned everything on, right? I have sound and video. Excellent. I'm so sad that I was not able to attend classes today. I'm looking forward to hopefully finding many of these classes later on YouTube's Bart. I really want to figure out how to make that spear. It looks awesome. I just wanted to say that I miss my Cotecilian people. I miss all my people. In Arnhold, we are doing the artistic anniversary on May the 8th. We were the first barony to, I think the first barony in the known world to do a virtual event. And I think we did it okay. And my people, my friends, my populace, the wonderful support staff we have did a wonderful job and keep doing a wonderful job. And I thank them each and every day. And It's called the Artistic Anniversary. There will be classes, games, arts and sciences. And the week after is the end of the work in progress project. So far, my pieces of wool have made themselves into a coat. It still needs some embroidery because it really doesn't look very Ontarian yet. Because see how plain this is? There's nothing there. We'll be working on that. Just like the rest of you. It's about 4 more weeks. So finish up your projects if you entered. And for those who are also getting back to stuff, I just wanted to do a shout out for those who are finally being able to get back to fighter practice and for fighting. That there are some amazing online things going on right now. The SCA Coaches Corner and Sir Rifkin's page on YouTube are both totally awesome and wonderful, and a whole bunch of excellent things to start doing to get back. First of all, go put on your armor. If you haven't worn it for a year, it's very important. Make sure you scrub off that mold, throw away that tunic, and maybe make another under tunic. Because we're gonna.
Yeah, if you haven't put on the armor in a while, be sure you can fit in your armor.
Make sure it, yeah.
Yeah,
You might need to like do some stripes.
that pandemic weight is real. So clean it, then make sure you can fit in it, then go.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that in front of everybody.
No, do it at home in your own personal space.
Yes.
Where you can go and fix it. You know,
Yes.
add some plates if you need to. No
Yeah.
shame. No
Yeah,
shame.
absolutely.
Calling out. Fix it so that you're safe when you fight again. Also, I also wanted to do a shout out for Sean's meet and greet for the Pyres of Artemisia. Many people have taken him up on it, and they've been able to meet people on different aspects and different subjects. And I hear it's going pretty well. It's on the unofficial page. There's been several shout outs there. And I honestly want to say, for Duke Sean, thank you. And I now, one of my mantras is just because Duke Sean said it doesn't mean it's not so. I don't have to disagree anymore. He's not 20 anymore. He's all right. Thank you, Your Majesties. Thank you, Artemisia. I love you all and cannot wait for June when we can all be together in groups of 150 from 6 feet apart.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Excellency of Arnhold, for all of that wisdom. Cleaning off the mold. I feel like that's important.
It is.
Yes.
And it's a thing.
Especially because the last time you wore your armor was at Estrella. That's always a good point.
For those of you who that was your last fighting event, you might want to open that armor bag if you have not done so. And then you might or just throw the armor bag away and start over.
No, really, first mask up, open the armor bag for safety. We know you have masks.
Protection, people. Then we'll go from there. Oh, what wisdom coming out of the kingdom today, Majesties. Such wisdom. Majesty, His Excellency of Griffin's Lair.
Please.
Oh, just a
There he is.
There they are.
You're muted.
Excellency, you're
Well, it's a
muted.
silent herald.
Oh, that's right.
Bingo square.
Hey, heed the words of His Excellency of Griffin's Lair. Thank you, Your Majesties.
Yep.
Wow, it's becoming beautiful outside again, and so many things, so many feels. I look forward to having events again more than anything, and I know that our next event will be Quest, and it's a pilgrimage for the heart. We're going to find the cure for COVID on this pilgrimage, and it will begin May 1st and run through the entire month of May. The first challenge will be posted on May 1st and culminating on May 29th, our normal Quest date. Other than that, look forward to our Lamestide event in August, which will be Griffin's Lair's first in-person event. And we're going to have as best a time as we possibly can have and can only imagine at this point. Within the guidelines, of course. So that's pretty much all I have, other than I'm glad everyone's doing well. Get vaccinated if you can. I did. It's fun. But thank you very much, and stay strong, Artemisia.
You might have a different definition of the word fun than we do, but it is wonderful to see your face in court.
It's nice to be seen.
We did see pictures of Her Excellency Malatesta getting vaccinated in full baronial attire.
And of course, she has to show me up by doing that, because I went directly after work or during work. So
she is absolutely wonderful. She showed up a lot of people by doing that. That was a great idea.
Thank you, Your Majesties. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency of Griffin's Lair. Your Majesties, I told you this was not going to be very big. We are here for any final business you have. Any words from you?
We want to remind people of the Bardic War coming up in the middle of May. I just got signed up for that, so I'll be participating, and we're hoping to get as many people as we can to fill the spots of helping with the event, helping with Zoom rooms, hosting rooms. I know that there's a good amount of behind the scenes work that needs to be done.
And I volunteered for some of that. So even if you don't feel like you're strong enough to do a Bardic presentation, there's work to be done.
Yes, because anyone who knows me knows that I love the Bardic arts, but I am not a singer. I'm more of a storyteller. So yeah, it's just safer that way. So there are definitely plenty of ways that you can help and be a part. I can see you in the screen.
Oh my God. You're
We're
still
right here.
Hi.
Yes. So yes, please. It should be a fun time. There should be amazing Bardic and performances from around the known world. What was the other thing we wanted to touch on?
I think that was it.
Yeah. Like I said, as we get closer to being in person, we're looking at that and working on the best way to safely do it. And that's just it. It's not June 1st is not one of those magical dates. It's not like poof, hey, we're back and things are just like normal. So be patient. We'll get there. We'll be strong. We'll get this figured out.
Made it this far.
Yeah. Happy pretty much one year coronation anniversary.
Oh, thanks. You too.
Here in April, when we before we had the whole Zoom thing figured out, and we just had a couple select people in a Zoom room for a coronation, and it's been a great year. It really has. We really have been blessed to be in this position and to be able to do whatever we can to keep this wonderful game going and this kingdom going. And we love you, Artemisia. Thank you.
Don't like your friends. Right.
Every time.
Every time.
As a reminder, good populace, Bardic Wars can be found, information for it on Kingdom Artemisia Unofficial. Also, if you have any questions about it, the Kingdom Bard is point on that. Also, we have a Northern Deputy, I believe, and a Southern Deputy. So plenty of opportunities to get information about that. Also, as a reminder that we bring up in every court, rat out your friends. Their Majesties would love to have some award recommendations, and keep watching the unofficial and unofficial page for more updates as to the opening of Artemisia and how we'll be negotiating that as we go along. Majesties, any final words before we close out?
Nope. That was it. Thank you for giving us of your time, and I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Your Majesties. Yeah. What?
So we'll probably see you in about 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, in about 2 weeks, I believe, Majesties. How we run. How we run. Mm-hmm. How we roll right here in the kingdom. Greatest greatest Griffin Kingdom ever. Nobody can ever take it from us, or we'll fight them because we do it better.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, first and best.
First and best. Majesties, with those final words, good populace, Kingdom of Artemisia, herein, close.
Well,
There's
hold
a
on.
question in the chat.
Oh, I know. I
Um,
was trying to.
I know. I'm sorry.
No.
And you're
I
asking if there's any word on
you.
crown.
Yes.
And I promise that will be forthcoming. It's not something that we have all the way pinned down yet, but I would expect to hear something about that probably in the next 30 days or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Now we can be done. I'm sorry. I totally.
No, Majesties. That was only slightly why I was trying to avoid it. I saw it as well, and I was just trying to go with the stay tuned to all the ways that we communicate, like Artemisia unofficial and official.
Good. And it'll be there in about 30 days.
Yep. Like we said, we're working on a plan.
Yeah, I know. We always have a plan, Majesties, even if we don't know what it is. There's a
Plan 837 of this reign.
Truthfully, Majesty, that's what it is. It's
Yep.
837 Delta B now at this point.
Yep.
But we assure you, Kingdom of Artemisia, their Majesties, Kingdom Seneschal, and your calendar deputy, that crazy weird chick,
Mm-hmm.
some sort of plan, something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Hearing no further business or chat questions at all, hearing closes the court of their majesties, Damon and Verity, king and queen of the most majestic, wonderful Griffin lands ever. Nobody can beat us. We will totally fight you if that's the case. Long live the king. The guy right there. Long live the queen.
Long live the queen!
Long live the sovereign, most majestic, beautiful, virtual, and all-knowing lands of Artemisia. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Vivat!
Vivat!
Work!
Work!
Work, work, work.